Hello everyone, I am Niara Tahod and our next topic is all about oral examination. So what is an oral examination? The oral exam is a long-held tradition in many schools and disciplines which possess questions to students in spoken form. Students must then answer questions as appropriate from the material they have studied in preparation for the exam. Demonstrating sufficient knowledge in the subject results in passing the exam or an actual grade. An oral examination provides a meaningful procedure in terms of testing for extended problem-solving ability. It normally consists of 30 to 120-minute sessions and is spent with an oral examiner or conducted by a panel. A typical oral exam involves one or two students interacting only with the instructors. Examinees have to demonstrate that they possess the knowledge, skills, and abilities required by giving complete answers to the questions. There are many instances in college and career studies where oral exams are used. As part of graduation from a program at undergraduate or graduate levels, students might need to prove knowledge of material and demonstrate a sufficient understanding of a subject area. Usually, study guides or a syllabus is available for these exams, so prepared students tend not to be surprised by the questions they are asked. Okay, let's move on to the structure of an oral examination. The structure of an oral examination depends on the type of oral examination, but general, the followings are used. So, first, you have the oral examination. It is sometimes desirable to allow the student to start the oral exams by giving an account of the analysis of the practice. So it means that oral examinations can benefit from having students begin with the discussion of the review of the previous study guide. The sophistication of his spontaneous account can reveal far more than simply his responses to the questions. Questions such as, how do you think you did? Second, probing questions to initiate and engage the student in conversation. Questions such as, how did you know that? And what method did you use to arrive at that conclusion? Third, we have the assuring the students' understanding of the questions by providing suggestions. Although this does not mean that the teacher has already answered the questions. Questions such as, remember the experiment on something? Or, what do you think this relates to? Fourth, we have challenging questions to assess the deep understanding, the higher level of Bloom's taxonomy. Questions such as, can you justify why your method is more efficient than Professor Einstein's? Okay, let's move on to the advantages and disadvantages of oral examinations. So here are some of the advantages of having an oral examinations. Sometimes the oral exam is an alternative form of examination for students with writing problems in grades below or in college. So some students with dysgraphia or with disorders like dyspraxia or nonverbal learning disorder could be exceptional in school performance if they didn't have to write things down. So parents may be able to use individualized educational plan or IEP or 504 meetings to inquire about students taking oral tests to demonstrate their knowledge instead of taking written exams. These requests, when granted, often improve students' grade immensely. And for the disadvantages of the oral exam is if the examinees do not know the answers to the questions, anxiety can arise, hindering the appropriate thinking. So, however, examiners may be assessing examinees' ability to deal with this difficult or complex situation. Besides exam-related knowledge, other skills can be assessed, such as nonverbal language and communication skills. Considering the great variety of social tasks in an oral examination, it is evident that interpersonal resources are of potential relevance and are broadly recognized as important in this context. So one valuable tip for students is to practice. Students may not be able to predict all the questions, but they can practice by answering questions from classmates or peers ask them, and by doing so sitting up or standing up straight. People taking these exams should remember how much they have studied, so which hopefully quite a lot. Nerves can cause information to temporarily evade the smartest student, but taking a deep breath and reminding the self that one oral exam is a nice way to show off how much has been learned from teachers and can help overcome nervous moments. So, any other relaxation techniques that help can be utilized. So, that would be the conclusion of our report. Hope you guys understand it well. So, thank you for listening. Peace.